welcome back to Remnant from the Ashes. As you can probably gather, couldn't figure out that bell puzzle. Done a bit of Google searching on it, actually. It seems to do 2 or 3 bell puzzles in the game, one of which has got a flute player next to it, so we'll watch out for that one. But yeah, that's for now. Is something that I just don't have enough information for. And as you can probably see from the timer in the bottom right, we've used up a chunk of XP potion time, which I'd completely forgotten about. Oh! So we're now... Oh! Oh! Yeah, these things die real easy to the spinning blade combo. Real easy. I'm fine with this. Yeah, so I want to head down and right. Also, did I do an actual intro? Hello! Welcome back to Remnant from the Ashes. We are in the process of uncovering the first area in Yaesha. Oh, you didn't die. It's feeling like melee is actually finally, with this side at least, a legitimate possibility. Oh, hi! You guys are going to come round. Have you guys got to come all the way over the bridge? Yeah, you do. Oh, I'm stuck. Down here, yes. Oh, I took some falling damage there. Don't want to do that. Still haven't figured out where the weak point is on these open world enemies. The ones in the dungeon that we've just come from, they were mostly headshotable. These, not so much. Oh yeah, iron. We picked up a chunk of galvanized iron in that dungeon. I should go back and upgrade my weapons. But first, we'll see whether this dungeon or zone transition has a bell puzzle. Don't actually know how long I spent on that bell puzzle, but it was a while. Shrine of the Immortals. Our ratings versus the zone are okay. However, I'm actually going to try that. Oh, they're currently fighting each other. Survive the siege? Which I'm not going to do with headshots like that. So far, so good. You can keep on doing that. Uh-oh. You can keep on running at me. I hear you. But I can't see you. Oh, there you are. Get it. Ow. Oh, snap. Right. Give me the ammos. Thanks. But you seem to be, as is rather common, actually, for those spear enemies, they seem to bug out quite easily. Where'd you go? Running! Ha! Oh! We win!
Speak, outsider. Who is it you serve?
Me! I serve no one!
I suspect that is true. I know your kind. You are Paxeltech. Outsider.
I'm looking for one like me.
Perhaps a friend then. The Paxeltech Ford aided our cause. It is for him I
We read about that in a journal.
But Ford is gone now. They question him to find us. Your
sorry?
sympathy is welcome. A queen keeps him in her ziggurat. Ziggurat is easy to find. Ford is not.
How long have you known
For
him?
many turns. One of your centuries, perhaps. Nobles trapped his men in a cave. Slaughtered everyone.
Look.
At least this is what we thought. I found Ford far from the cave. Wounded. Near death. I healed him. Helped him return home. I wish I could help him now. But too much is at stake.
Who are you?
It is me they want. Ford understands this. This one is
Ah!
Navun.
Navun. We've read about it.
Once a sentry of the Empress herself. Now, leader of those who resist the nobility.
And why do you
In
fight them?
truth, it is immortals we fight. The progenitors of the noble lines. The nobles themselves are deceived. The Empress gives them long life to serve her. To serve her, the nobles oppress the Pan. These slaves, the Kolket, are the true victims. They are raised believing they serve
Caste
immortals,
societies.
that their place is preordained. But immortality is a lie. The tree that gives the rulers life is dead. Though not all yet know it.
Why would an immortal turn away from immortality?
That is a long story.
Yes.
For ages upon ages, the Empress controls the nobility by controlling the Thayan, the tree of
Thayan.
life. Fruit of the Thayan makes them immortal. But the tree is long dead. A secret known only to the Empress's house. The nobles suspect, but so long as they receive fruit, preserved in the Empress's storehouse, they do not question.
Wonder how many she's got left.
Knew this. Despised this. Yet I continued to serve. Immortality is a seductive master.
I don't know what I would have done
So
in your
you
situation.
understand. Supplies dwindled. Nobles grumbled, quibbling over a lie, while remote villages suffered. I saw their suffering. I did nothing. Finally, to appease the nobles, the Empress accused the village Zoka of stealing. I was among those sent to execute them. The villagers were innocent. Families. Children. I turned on my Empress that day. I fight her ever since.
Yep.
Yes. He returned many times.
And again, we know that they were close because we've read about it.
Strategies, knowledge from his world. He said his America.
Yeah,
was
all that stuff about the Boston
familiar
Tea Party
to
and so on and so forth.
Last time he came was 20 turns ago. He said he would stay. Live with us. Even fight alongside us.
Oh.
I was glad. Very glad. But nobles knew. Ambushed him.
So we need to go and find him.
He does not return.
A quarter century ago. How old are
I
you?
was a sentry of the Empress and shared in the fruit of life. I have lived hundreds of your years.
Well, that's
It is
just...
many turns since I ate the fruit. Yet even now I age only slowly. I wish you well, Poxeltech.
Well. Changing of the god. Trait unlocked. Triage. Health regen effectiveness. Oh! So all of these health regen bonuses that we've been seeing. And I'm thinking, well, they're not very good, are they? 0.2 per second or something like that. That's never going to amount to anything. That stacks up quite a lot. If it's 5% at level 1 and it's going up, it's going to be 100%, isn't it? going to be 100% at level 20. So it's going to double the effectiveness. It's not going to be much still. But it is going to be... Also, we've got 8 trait points. Right, let's pick up the loot. There's quite a lot of it lying around. Oh! There was a note there. Oh, crap, and I didn't read it. And it's gone now. Oh, no, it's there. Gracious Pan, have you forgotten the reason the Empress fears Paxeltech? Kahua spoke of it often, how the Goblin King requested the Twisted Gourd, how the Empress plucked it from the deepest roots of the Thayan, how the Thayan then began to wither, dooming the rulers to mortality. That was the source of the Empress's fear and her proclamation that all Paxeltech were enemies. That is the reason behind what the nobility teaches our young. Think how much else we have been taught that has also been proven a lie. No, Pammy. The Paxeltech is under my care. He has done no wrong and is not part of our fights. I will heal him. I will help him return to his home. Yaesha knows he may yet prove to be an ally. Ah, it's a thing up there that we're reading. That scroll there. That's why I couldn't see it. Hopefully we couldn't click on that during the fight, because that might have thrown us. Like, more than was actually already getting thrown. There's a lot of scrap just randomly lying around here. I'm assuming that's from the other enemies that were killed in the fight that we weren't responsible for killing. I'm fine with this. Ah. It's more scrap. Cha-ching.
Bag's full.
Bag's full. More work. Ready to work. Bag's full. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. A random bloodwort. Okay. So, where do we go from here? Well, at the back, I'm guessing. Do we have a... Oh, we've still got a quest to use the Undying King's key. Where are we using it? I wonder. Also, this area looks oddly open. Could we have fought something else here? Oh, but could we have fought things here? 27 minutes left on my tonic. Where's my... It's a bit particular about where it wants you to face. Okay. Scalding Glade. It's darker here. And there are lizards. Salamanders. Drakes. Dragons. Things to shoot in the head. Yeah, these things are headshotable. I really must go and use some of this... Ooh, you're headshotable, but you took 2. Ah. More iron, please. Different color palettes. Nope.
Damn, hold out.
Oh, hello. Just realised what that heartbeat sound is. What the? Yeah, you guys can take it. Little tower. Check if there's anything up here. Oh, crystals hanging around. And a treasure chest. Yeah, galvanized iron seems to be slightly more common in this area. That's good. Because we're going to need a chunk of it. Another one of those energy shock nullifiers. I didn't refill my stuff, did I? At the checkpoint. Why did I not do this? I believe the technical term is because I'm a Muppet. Anything hidden over there? No. There is howling going on. I'm not a fan of howling. Howling often indicates wolves. Wolves are like dogs. Dogs in video games, especially Souls games, are a pain in my ass. I've got to remember that sniping is best left to an actual sniper rifle. Oh. Oh, hi! I like how these things... Yeah, melee is not working against them. Nice. Crit-tastic. Another one of these statues. Got to keep my eyes open for clues to that puzzle. Bell puzzle. I still think it's actually going to be something to do with the book, but I couldn't think of anything. There are hints that it is the hardest puzzle in the game. From the devs. And it would be very interesting if it was you. Oh, hello. Oh! It would be very interesting if the solution to said puzzle was unique to each person's game. Because then it couldn't be shared. Although the method for solving it could be shared. Assuming the method for solving it was the same each time. There's a checkpoint over here. I just caught a glimpse of it on the map, but I think it's behind a backtrack tile. Yeah, it is. I really like this world. There's a dungeon over there. It could be argued that the I'll finish that thought in a second. It could be argued that the layout of these levels is a little bit formulaic due to how the procedural generation works out. And there does seem to be a kind of formula to them. I don't necessarily think it's a terrible formula, though. And as I said, on subsequent playthroughs... Interesting, I didn't take any fall damage from that. On subsequent playthroughs... Huh. Don't think I can get to where that boss guy was. That elite, rather. On subsequent playthroughs, I think the fact that it is dynamically generated will serve in the game's favour. Like, obviously you want to have completely exhausted all the possibilities on the tile layouts that you've got. At least that's how I view it. So I plan to scour every corner. He wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I plan to scour every corner of every map and make sure I've done everything that I can do before I re-roll the world. This is an interesting little... I heard something. Somebody grunted. It wasn't me. Nope. It is not. I have more ammo. Shit. Oh man, if my tracking was better, these things would be mincemeats. Unfortunately, my tracking is ass.
It's over.
As I think I've mentioned before, if you are looking for high quality shooty gameplay, that's not me. But if you want thoughts about story and puzzles and world design, that's definitely... Oh, hello. That's definitely more my speed. Don't get me wrong, I wish I was good at shooters because it would make my time in Overwatch so much more entertaining. All other shooters, you know, I might actually pick up other shooters with multiplayer components. But the thing is, you know, a lot of people like to hate on Overwatch. And their class balance is a bit ass at times, as is their matchmaking. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason me and my friends call it salt. Because it brings out some of the best of us. Consistently. But the thing that I like about it is that it has a load of characters. Didn't dodge that. It has a load of characters that I can play as that it doesn't require me to have a pixel perfect aim. I don't know, maybe playing with this hunting rifle will get me better at Ash, but probably not. That'd be nice though, because I like playing as Ash. Bob! Do something. I see a purple out there. I was going to say, I also hear something coming up behind me. Keeper's Ring. Elemental resistance. Increase. I haven't really been paying a huge amount of attention to the elemental resistances, but I'm on normal. Should I reroll on hard? Which I might do, you never know. Extra elemental resistance, probably good for me. One thing that I remember them saying, that you want to be about trait rank 200 plus. Before you try Nightmare. Of course, some people went straight into Nightmare. Probably the same kind of people that went straight into Apocalyptic on Darksiders 3 and then moaned about how hard it was. Because how dare they make a gameplay mode that's apocalyptic and actually it be hard, because it wasn't in Darksiders 1 and 2. So I will stop moaning about that eventually, but it really, really annoyed me. How dare they make a hard difficulty that's actually hard? It's so unfair. Like, huh? I'm very ranty today. I do apologise. A bit. Not a huge amount. I'd like a button. Huh. Quite a lot on this map that I haven't actually explored. But it's not a very busy map. These woodland areas aren't super busy. So actually, I don't mind so much. Oh, that's not a checkbox. Is this a boss fight? No, it looks like a dungeon. Okay, we're going to round off this episode by heading back to town. Because we haven't been back in ages. This was called Something's Nest, I noticed. I just saw it in the corner. Let's go and upgrade our gear. Because maybe the reason why we're not one-shotting things is because my rifle is woefully out of date.
Anything you need?
Yes.
Certainly.
Certainly. We can add... Oh, that's going to take up most of our iron to upgrade that. It's 6 for that. Suppose we could upgrade our armor a little bit as well.
Safe out there.
Did we have anything?
I'm not in the mood for chat.
You're never in the mood for chat.
Fine, let's have a look.
Oh.
We're done here?
We are done here. There is nothing more. Yeah, it's going to take a while, I think, to get galvanized iron enough to upgrade our scythe. Do you?
How's it going?
Doing all right. Oh, she sells it. 21 of it, in fact.
Later.
Well. Welp. Because it has been a while.
Oh, traveler.
Oh.
Ah,
Right. Do we want to go with the scythe? Or do I want to upgrade the gun even more? Kind of want the gun. Ah! And that's actually capped out the gun. So we can go to plus 15 with galvanized iron. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to save up to get Riven up a little bit. Okay, that should make a difference with our damage dealing. Right, let's head back to where we were. Return to last checkpoint. And what was the name of this place that was coming up? It's called... Oh, Heretic's Nest. Heretic's Nest. Okay. We will dive into the Heretic's Nest next time. One of the things that I really like about this game is these self-contained modules of dungeons. Because there's no guarantee that I'm going to get this next time. You know, I might get Heretic's Nest again. I might get something completely different. And I know there's not obviously infinite variations of this. There's probably only 2 or 3 mini dungeons per zone. Maybe there'll be a pool of maybe 5 overall. Because they can't create infinites. But what I see and what you see and what somebody else sees may be completely different. Or maybe you get Heretic's Nest as well, but it's a different layout. It's got a different boss. That's the replayability that I'm liking. You know, if I play Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, let's use Bloodborne as an example, because Dark Souls 3 I don't know as well anymore. But Bloodborne I've played through 6-7 times. I know where to go. I know where the enemies are. I know how to avoid them. Can't do that on this, because I don't necessarily know where to go, because it might be different. I don't necessarily know where the enemies are going to be, because they'll have respawned in different places and there'll be different enemies. Some people will say, oh, well, that cuts down on the skill of learning the map. And yes, it does. Instead, it fosters different skills. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go and grab something to eat. I'll catch you back here next time for the Heretic's Nest. Doodle pip.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.